have to take Drake.
Champagne Poppy.
Champagne Poppy.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to our wrap up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me about, you were cast on this reality show called Six Series.
Only in the Six, yeah.
Only in the Six, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do nothing and you guys want money because you will invest money on body parts.
Even if Sophia tried to take off her West Bumble, who gives a... What do you mean?
What was that all about? Like, what was that show?
It was something kind of similar to Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
It had to do with, it's called Only in the Six. It was the story, like, it's an ongoing story about 6 people in the Six, and that all know each other, whether it's through music, through like anything like in the music industry,
right.
and like that whole like scene, club scene, and like everybody just knew each other, like, and if they didn't know each other, they like seen or met that person before, and then some people are not friends with each other, sparks fuse, things fly, you know, and it just kind of like, and then their stories about their life kind of intertwined with each other, so it was just kind of like Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yeah.
And they would put us in scenarios, like for instance, like a dinner, that other people would be there, and then altercations happen and stuff, and everything's caught on camera, so it was pretty juicy.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it was pretty juicy. It was a pretty juicy series. I miss it.
Was there like real fights? Did you get into any fights?
Yeah, like real fights. Yeah, like not fist fights, like, but if it was to lead to that, then of course like security would like break us up. But I myself got in a verbal dispute with Sophia Body.
Okay.
And yeah, that was just like, I think she just did it like just to start it, just you know. But it was just weird. Yeah.
And even like touching on Love and Hip Hop, like you were supposed to be on Love and Hip Hop, but then you weren't. What happened with that? Well,
initially when I went, initially when they called me and then offered me to come, I went down, and the whole, like, they had this idea that I would be like on the show, and I would be like a love interest of Richie Dollars.
Okay.
And yeah, I would just like this whole idea, like this girl from Canada comes down, Richie Dollars' girlfriend, and then kind of like lead the story from there.
Yeah.
But I filmed a few days and it didn't really work out. Like,
okay.
It just, me and him just didn't get along at all.
Yeah. So
we just don't get along. It's like oil and water.
Wow. So they basically set up the scenario, or they'd say, hey, this is a scenario that we think you'd be cool in. Why don't you come down to Miami, LA, or wherever they're filming and do that? Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Reality
it was
TV,
great for the experience, because like, you know, even after shooting the Only in the Six series, it was like, okay, I felt like I had like, you know, a little test drive in like the reality show business, and then, you know, I was going there ready, but then it was completely different too over there, right? But it was great for the experience, just to say like I did it. Like they did call me back a second time after that.
Okay.
And I didn't proceed with that. But now, as I think about it, you know, maybe in the near future I'll do a reality show series just to help with my music career, and you know, it'd be something good, like just to put my music out and stuff, you know.
Oh, for sure. And even like with this whole like media and reality TV and all this stuff, right? There was a space of time that you were like all over the tabloids and stuff like that. Okay, and like there was people coming at you. You had TMZ, all these different people coming at you. What emotions were going through you when this time was happening?
I was worried, like, my son's gonna see this. I was worried my mom's gonna see this, my family. Like, what are they gonna think of me? It just came all of a sudden because I didn't expect it. Like, I was just as surprised as everybody, because it wasn't like I didn't put it out there like that, you know.
Yeah.
But when it did happen, I was just shocked. I was just worried, like, who's gonna see it? What are people gonna think of me? Which I shouldn't care what people think of me, but it was just like, it was just so random, you know.
Yeah.
And my mom like found out, and my mom doesn't find out nothing. So if my mom could find out stuff like that. It's like, ooh, I'm living a spicy life.
Yeah. And even like now, like listening to music and stuff like that, right? How does it feel when you hear new music and stuff like that, like especially with new projects and stuff out there? How do you,
Pardon?
when you hear new music, how do you feel when you hear new music going through something with somebody in such a controversial way, especially with new music out?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't really understand that. Like
do you when you take in the new, like, because when the new music pops, it's all over the place.
like just music in general?
No, the new music from the person that you had issues with during that time.
Oh, okay. That's what I knew you were getting up, but I'm like, let me just
That's
double
where I'm
check.
at. Like,
Oh, his music is dope.
yeah, like, but you hear new shit. Like, how do you feel when you hear the new shit? You're just like,
I don't feel like any type of way. It just sucks that me and him don't have that relationship as cool anymore. That's what I miss out on the most, because like there was no understanding after that point. It was
Yeah.
just like, he doesn't know who to trust, right?
yeah,
So it's just like, there goes that relationship, there goes that friendship, you know. But all the best to him, you know. I love his music. Nothing changes after that.
yeah.
But yeah, his music is dope. He's good at what he does.
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. With the whole way that everything's been going down in the media these days, with like Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Kevin Spacey had issues, all these different guys, right? The whole MeToo, the Time's Up movement. Have you ever, as an attractive woman, okay, have you ever been in a MeToo situation?
Yeah, of course. Too many times.
So what does that look
Many
like?
times.
Like, give me one of your situations. Like,
Well, I'm going to think of one. For instance, like as an artist, like even as an artist now, like I would want to get some studio time somewhere, and the producer would try to like throw signs like, hey, like, you know, you can come and record music here, but, you know, you got to wear something nice for me. Wear something nice for you. And, you know, I'm going to charge you this much, but like, if you want some free time, you got to do this for me.
okay.
And so that already turns me off the bat,
Yeah.
because it's just like, you want something from me,
Yeah.
or I'm already uncomfortable
Yeah.
off the bat, you know. And then if it's not like a situation like that, I could be in the studio and the producer could try to get on to me. I'm not saying like this is all producers, but I've just been in a situation with that, you know. That's why I just like to stick with my one or two people that I work with. I'm not really just like hopping from studio to studio. Like,
Yeah.
I majority record all my music with J Mac.
Okay.
He's out of Toronto.
Shout out J Mac.
Shout out J Mac, because I love him to pieces. He's like my bestie. And yeah, like mostly I just trust him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like other producers that I work with, they'll send me beats, and that's it. And then I'll just record out of his studio, because a lot of these guys, they be fresh, they be acting fresh, you know.
Yeah.
And that's just like the music industry. You want to get somewhere, like, you know, I can be your manager, but you gotta make sure you take care of me.
Slimy
Take care of
shit.
you how?
Yeah.
I don't want to take care of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another apology on the behalf of men. Okay. Let's switch gears.
Gosh, yeah.
Like, we're all here in the six, right? And over the summer, we've had a crazy ass summer. Hella gun violence. Okay. What do you think that we can do as a city, or the city, you know, and the powers that be, to bring down some of the gun violence that's happened for 2019, let's say? Because 2018, we've had like about 83 so far, and we're like maybe a few months before the end of the year. What do you think that we can do to bring down the gun violence?
Bring down the gun violence. Stop having gang beefs, and the music stuff too. Just the music alone. Like a lot of Toronto hip hop music is like gang related. You know, I think, okay, don't take my advice, but I'm just saying something randomly. I think if Toronto rappers made more friendlier music, then we would have a more peaceful city, less rap beef, more love.
Yeah.
And like as for the gang like stuff, like I know it's hard because it's like when you're from the hood, like you see a lot of shit in the hood, and it's like you feel like you need to be protected, like you know. So it's not even that people have like guns because they want to shoot them and kill people. It's because like it's more so for protection, you know. You don't know, right? But
it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say like people need to cut back on the guns per se, but it's just like the killings. There's too much killings on in the city. Like I don't know like how we can make it better. People don't know how to act orderly in public. You can't even go to a club right now without worrying, like, I'm gonna go to a hip-hop club and I'm gonna worry he's gonna get shot up, because somebody's gonna see somebody they don't like and they're just gonna pop off. I personally don't even go out because I'm scared, because I'm just like, you never know who's gonna pop up or what's gonna happen. But to cut it back, I don't know. I don't really have the right answer. Just more love in hip-hop music.
More love. More love, period.
You know.
Last couple questions. You got your new track. Tell me about the new track that you have out right now.
Oh yes, I have a new track. It's called Run It Up.
If you getting money, come fuck it up. I bet $1 million they fuck with me. All of this ass with a double D. I make your men do some funny stuff. And if you try anything funny, my homies give
It's a ladies anthem. It's supposed to be like a boss bitch type of song, you know, to boss up on niggas. And it's really repetitive, and it's a club banger.
Okay. You got the video I was seeing off camera that's going to be dropping, or maybe by the time this interview is out, the video is going to be out. So tell me about that video and how that came together.
Okay, so I want to shout out Prince Media Beats. He's my director alongside Enterprise Biz. I met them initially through my girlfriend Bella Banks.
Okay, shout out Bella Banks.
Yeah, shout out Bella Banks. I love her to pieces. I met them at her video shoot. She was shooting her video, and I just liked their style of shooting, and I'm just like, this is really dope. Like, we should do something together. I have this video this song I want to shoot a video for, and then they were like, okay, let's do it. And I shot the video like about a month later, and I shot it in Toronto, different locations in Toronto. I shot some during Caribana weekend. So I have some clips from when I was hosting a couple events there and stuff. So it's really fun. It's a really fun, upbeat party track.
Nice.
And it's all about the love, not the hate.
Spread the love.
Spread the love.
Spread the love. That's the theme of this interview, I'm noticing. Last question.
Yeah.
If you can see yourself 10 years from now, who is Paris Richards going to be?
I see myself 10 years down the road as a more of like my brand. I see myself as a brand. I see myself, you know, of course, as an entrepreneur. I like working for myself. I see myself more established in my music, my brand, and like everything I do. I definitely see myself retired as a stripper. I will not be dancing 10 years from now. And yeah, just pretty much that.
Dope. Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing with us.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Paris Richards, 6 views.